Hello everyone. Previous video we have done finding missing frequencies from the concept of median. Okay. In today's video we are going to discuss about finding the missing frequencies when the mean is given. Okay. So this is the concept of the day today. Okay. So here there will be two missing frequencies. So we need to find them. It's going to be our example one. Here what is given. You can see the following frequency distribution table shows the daily expenditure incurred on milk by 80 families, means number of families is 80. Whenever the number of families comes, that becomes a sigma fi. Okay. If mean is 44, means mean is already given, then find the missing frequency x and y. Okay, here you can see the table, and this is class interval table, right? So here we have daily expenses as class intervals and number of families as frequency. Okay, and here you can see there are two missing frequencies x and y. So 40 to 50 there is a missing frequency, that is x, and 60 to 70 there is one missing frequency y. Okay, so let us continue with this. So the first thing, from the given table we are going to extract the mean, correct? So mean is 44, so I wrote x bar is equal to 44. Then the same table we are going to get sigma fi, that is sum of frequencies, which is 80. Okay, what is the sum of frequencies? So it is like this. So what are all these numbers? These all numbers are nothing but frequencies. Okay, when you add all of them, it is going to be 80. Why I have taken this? Because when you simplify this, we are going to get one simple equation, that is x plus y is equal to 18. This equation is very important for us to find x and y. Okay, so you will know once when we start it. Okay, which are the three major things that we got from the table? That is, one is x bar is equal to 44, another one is sigma fi is 80, and x plus y is equal to 18. Okay, now let us move on to the calculation, and this part is very important. Make sure as soon as you get the table, first you are going to do this particular calculation. Okay, yeah, so let's move on to the next. Okay, so the first column in the mean is xi column, right? We call it as class mark. So class mark means what? Upper limit plus lower limit by 2. That means 0 plus 10 is 10. 10 by 2 will give you 5. Then 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 by 2 is 15. Now here one small logic you can use. What's the logic? You know that the difference of every class interval is nothing but 10, right? So you can go on adding 10. See, 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 10, 45. Like 55, 65, 75, 85. So this will make our calculation easy only if the difference of these class intervals are same. Okay, otherwise it won't work properly. Okay, before going to the next column, we need to choose one of the number from class mark column or xi column as our assumed mean. Okay, so usually we choose a number which is in the middle of all the xi's, right? But in this you make sure you choose that number as assumed mean from the xi column which is opposite to the variable. See here x we have, so opposite to x we have 45, right? I can choose this as assumed mean, or even I can choose 65 assumed mean, which is opposite to y, which is unknown frequency. Okay, by doing this what happens, one of the variable we will cancel, but luckily here x is in the middle, so we are taking a as 45. Okay, in case if the same x is written on the top, like in place of 15, then I'll be taking 25 as my assumed mean. So by this what happens, you will see in the next column. Okay, see here what happened. Here we got this column as 0, correct? So this here we got 0. By this way what happens, one of the variable will get cancelled in the next column. Okay, now how I got all this? By doing calculation. Okay, this is one of the easiest method. When the class intervals are having the same difference, then you can use this method. Here you need not calculate this, you can directly write how. 0 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, even if you do all this calculation, we are going to get same answer, but it is not necessary. We can write it directly without doing calculation, only if the difference of the class intervals are same. Otherwise this won't work, then you have to use the exact formula. Okay, yeah, then let's move to the next column. Okay, that is our FIUI column. What do you mean by FIUI column? That means we are multiplying frequency column and UI column, and we are writing that in the next column. Okay, here what I get, see, 1 into minus 4 will give you minus 4, 12 into minus 3 will give you minus 36, and 15 into minus 2 will give you minus 30, and same way 9 into minus 1 is minus 9. Same way you multiply all the numbers. Okay. Now here you make sure one thing: above this 0, the numbers which are above 0 all are negative, and below 0 all are positive. Okay. In case if you misplace anything over here, our calculation goes wrong. Okay. Next, what we will do now, simple addition we are going to do. You can closely observe here, the sum of all the negative numbers will give me negative 79, and sum of all the positive number will give me 53 plus 2y. Remember, don't write this as 55 because this 2y is a variable. Okay, you should not do that. So now we are going to subtract these two. Okay, that is 79 and 53 we subtract, and we will write the bigger number sign here. Bigger number is 79, right? So we will be getting what? Minus 26 plus 2y. Okay, already we know the sum of all these numbers are 80, so I wrote it below that. Okay, so next move on to the final calculation. Okay, that means we'll be using the next formula. Okay, that formula is nothing but a step deviation formula. Okay, the step deviation formula, what happens, you can see here, here x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi y by sigma fi into h, correct? So in place of x bar, what I'm going to take, it is already given, which is 44. So I wrote 44. In place of a, I have written 45. Okay. Now in place of sigma fi y, from the previous slide we got minus 26 plus 2y. The same thing is written here. Then denominator we have 80, which is sigma fi into 10, correct? Now further simplification, what we are going to do, we are going to cut this 0. Okay, means 10 ones are 10 eights are 80, so that is gone. Then after that, this 45 should be taken other side in the first step only. So what happens, 44 minus 45 will give you minus 1. Now this 8 we are transposing to other side, so now it is in division, right? Denominator. So when you transpose, what happens, it becomes multiplication. So 8 into minus 1 will give you minus 8. Now then we have this minus 26. So we are shifting this minus 26 to the other side. So minus 26 becomes what? Plus 26. So when you subtract, you are going to get 18. That means 2y is equal to 18. So what is y is equal to? 18 divided by 2, right? When you divide 18 by 2, it is nothing but 9. Okay, after doing all this, you know that this first equation we found in the beginning, the same equation we are using it again. Why? Because y value we have got, but we need to get the value of what? X, correct? So y value is here, so I need to get the x value. So in place of y, what I'm going to put? 9. So when I take 9 other side, I'll get 18 minus 9. 18 minus 9 is also equal to 9. So therefore, what are the missing frequencies? 9 and 9 are the missing frequencies. Okay, it may not be always the same number, the numbers can vary. Thank you.